Hello everyone and welcome to Lost in the Reel. Today I'm going to be talking about the new Netflix original horror film, Choose or Die, starring Sex Education's Asa Butterfield. Can this flick about a video game that kills people triumph over its silly plot, or is it another Stay Alive? Let's talk about it. Choose or Die is written by Simon Allen and directed by Toby Meekins. It stars Iola Evans, Asa Butterfield, Eddie Marsan, and Robert Englund. After firing up a lost 80s survival horror game, a young coder unleashes a hidden curse that tears reality apart, forcing her to make terrifying decisions and fight for her life. Do you all remember that abysmal 2000s horror flick Stay Alive that starred Sophia Bush and Frankie Muniz about a killer video game? Well, when I saw the trailer for Netflix's new movie, Choose or Die, I said to myself, okay, cool, we're trying this again. There's no way possible it could be as bad as Stay Alive. And honestly, I was intrigued by what I saw from the promotional materials and was hoping that this plot could lead to something that was, at the very least, schlocky fun. Now, I would never subject myself to watching that aforementioned William Brent Bell travesty again to compare, but I can say that Choose or Die is possibly one of the worst horror films I've seen in a while. I'm gonna keep this short and sweet because I could go on all day about what did not work in this movie, but I wouldn't want to do that to you. So let's start with the characters, who are so thinly written that they pretty much blend into the background. You can tell that our lead, Iola Evans, is trying to give it her all, and the writers do attempt to give her some depth with a backstory about her drug-addicted mother and dead brother. But all of the character development here takes a backseat to the nonsense of this killer video game. But Sex Education's Asa Butterfield fares far worse. His character Isaac is uncomfortable, creepy, and comes off as a bit of a incel type. The friendship between these two is just plain weird and comes off as forced. And can we talk about the casting of the Robert Englund? The man who gave us one of the most iconic horror characters of all time in Freddy Krueger? How could you put this legend in your movie just to waste him in a nothing role that equates to little more than a punchline? I suppose being able to say that Robert Englund is in your horror movie gives you some street cred, but I felt cheated. I must say that there are some, I guess you could call them, cool ideas in Choose or Die. Writer Simon Allen certainly had an intriguing concept, but he is not at all able to flesh it out in a way that feels satisfying or makes any sense. God forbid this movie be any longer than the 84 minutes that it is, but I feel like Choose or Die is just starting to explain its mythology and get to the root of the mystery, and then it's over. I figured there would be at least 7 or 8 levels to this video game, as each one brings on a new set piece of peril. But there's literally only 4. And then the boss level. Like, you were really only able to come up with 4 set pieces for your entire feature film? It just makes the whole experience feel forgettable, lazy, and incomplete. The worst crime with Choose or Die, though, is that it is just not scary in any way, shape, or form. And it's definitely not schlocky fun either. The movie takes itself far too seriously, besides a few moments where I think they might have been trying to be cheeky, but fail. And rather than earning the jump scares or building tension, director Toby Meekins resorts to blasting these distorted computer sounds throughout his entire movie to try to keep you on edge, which proves to be nothing more than annoying. And to top it all off, This is just an ugly movie to look at and to endure. Putting all of the scenes of self-mutilation aside, I just didn't enjoy the look or feel of Choose or Die in any way. Even with grim and gruesome movies like Saw and Hostel, you can tell that love, care, and effort were put into them. Here, none of those things are apparent. As Choose or Die came to a close, I couldn't help but wonder if Netflix had just been searching the bottom of a bargain bin and found this mess, only to try to repurpose it and stream it for any poor sap that was searching for a scary movie on their platform. But I am here to tell you, please don't be that poor sap. There are great horror films out there that are worth your time, and this is not one of them. So I will be giving Choose or Die 1.25 skulls out of 5. An ugly and uninspired mess of a horror film that lacks any sort of scares or fun. Netflix should just rename it Choose Anything Other Than This to Watch or Die. Thank you so much for watching Lost in the Reel and my review for Choose or Die. Do you think I was too hard on this movie, or are you right there with me and think that this will definitely be on your worst films of the year list? Sound off in the comment section down below. And until next time, my friends, take care.